Hey guys, it's Tessa, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be answering some questions for you guys, tattoo related questions that you guys sent me on my Instagram story. I'm not sure if I can answer every single one, but I will do as many as I can for you. Right, so we'll start. First question, do you want to get your other hand tattooed and or your neck? So yes, I do eventually. I'm going to be getting my whole body tattooed basically. It's my goal to finish my bodysuit, so that will be including my neck and my other hand. Do I have plans to become a tattoo artist in a shop? So when I worked in Amsterdam, I was a manager of a tattoo and piercing shop. I gained a lot of experience and I worked with a lot of other tattoo artists. It kind of opened the door and made me realise what it entails to work with the public. So if I was to ever tattoo the public, I would open my own private studio where it would be appointment only. I would just be wanting to work for myself and do it privately like that. The most painful tattoo that I've made on myself. So I would say my ribs, definitely. When I went over my ribs, it was very bruised and the bruising lasted, well, I think, yeah, you can see there's still a little bruise right there. I don't necessarily think of the pain, but at the time it is kind of painful. I'm focused more on my breathing than anything else because I have to stay focused, otherwise you can fuck up. Most of the time the pain always comes afterwards for me, like a day or two later during the healing process, because it can be quite sore and bruised. Now I've been tattooing myself for almost 2 years now properly, since I've been like dedicated to doing it. I don't really feel it's extremely painful, but the two most sensitive areas for me would be on my inner thigh and my ribs. Yeah. Will you continue to tattoo the rest of your body and the places that you can reach yourself? Yes, of course. So my goal is to do as many of the tattoos myself. Of course there will be some places that I can't reach myself, like my back, but I'm kind of working with different styles that is easier to do myself, and kind of like brutal black work, abstract, especially abstract. I just love like the look of it, so I think like doing some freehand brush strokes and stuff, just go wild basically. So I have a plan to do like the back of my legs and my thighs myself. It's a trickier area to do, but I'm kind of like working a way to do it in my mind, so I'm just gonna have to be putting myself in some weird positions basically. There are certain areas I won't be able to tattoo myself, like my butt, probably like my back and my shoulders and the back of my neck and everything, but I think everything else, the majority of it, I will be doing myself, so wait. Okay, so what do we have here? You guys asked some amazing questions. I'm really proud of you. What is your least favorite tattoo you have? So I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted a few years ago where my tattoo artist ruined my skin. So he did a really bad job. He rushed the whole thing. The result was brutal, like it was fucked up. It was fucked up. I had to wear long sleeves for 6 months until my other tattoo artist could fit me in the appointment to fix it. So this is the reminiscence of the tattoo. You cannot see it because I blacked it out. You guys go and see that video, you will be able to see what it used to look like, how I fixed it, and basically the story behind it. Some tattooists like to use an iPad to do their designs. There's nothing wrong with it. I didn't really mention in the video, but some people were like, oh, there's nothing wrong with using an iPad to design tattoos. Of course, there is nothing wrong with that. But some programs, they can generate a texture or a technique that the tattoo artist isn't capable of, so they have a design that they cannot do themselves. So that's what I'm trying to bring across. Don't do a design that you are not capable of, then you're more likely to fuck it up on your client. So always do a design that is within your limits, okay? Yeah. But I haven't done any of the tattoos that I don't like on myself. If I did do a tattoo I didn't like on myself, I would most likely rework it or cover it with something else. My style of tattoos that I like now has definitely changed over the years. I prefer black work, dot work, geometric sort of style. I used to love traditional, neo-traditional, old school tattoos. I do have a few left on my sleeve, but eventually I probably would end up blacking it out, because it just doesn't go with the rest. Worked around it, making it kind of more suitable for the style that I have. So are you planning on tattooing your whole body? Yes, I've answered that one. What machine do you use? So I currently use a rotary tattoo pen. I do have a power supply and a foot switch. Kind of in the process of looking for a new tattoo machine, looking at the wireless ones which come with a battery pack, so you don't need to plug it in to a power supply, which I just think is amazing. It would save a lot of time, and especially if you have more than one battery pack, you can have on the go. The time it takes to set up, put the power supply, put the cable, the foot pedal, and then wrap up the tattoo machine and then put in the needle cartridge and everything, like, you would save yourself so much time by just having the battery pack and then wrapping up the machine and putting in the needle cartridge. Especially if you're going to be tattooing yourself, it just is a lot easier, I think. So I'm looking into doing it with a wireless tattoo machine, which would be rotary. So rotary, I find works better for me. So I did start off using coil machines. They work really well at the beginning, but they do need to be tuned and maintained for them to work consistently. And I just found when I used the rotary machines, it was so much easier. You don't really have to maintain it at all. It's just literally plug in and go. Okay, so now I'm on the next page of questions. Okay, so how can I get started with tattooing? Any advice? So basically, get as much experience as possible. Work on your drawing skills. Make a portfolio of the things that you've drawn, painted, any sort of medium, whether it's acrylic paints, pencils, sketches, anything that you've done to show your creative side. Put it all together in a portfolio. When you have some money, get yourself a tattoo kit. It doesn't have to be expensive, just get a tattoo kit. Experiment with the different things that are in the kit, the things you need, the equipment, how to set it up, how to get the right needle depth, the different sorts of inks you get. There are so many different ways of tattooing, whether it's with a coil machine, a rotary machine, whether it's hand poke. Just find the right sort of method for you and then play around with it. It just clicks after a while when you understand like the process and everything it takes to make a tattoo. Obviously you need to educate yourself in the health and safety side of it, the contamination, like germs and everything, bacteria. Educate yourself in biology. Yeah, once you've kind of done that, then you can move on to the technical side of tattooing, so the techniques and the equipment and everything like that. But obviously you need to know about risk of infection and stuff like that before. So I mean, it's kind of a process, step-by-step guide into tattooing if you wanted to do it yourself. Tattoo artists that are doing that sort of thing, there are quite a few courses online that you can do. So if you want to get into tattooing, just go for it. Just get yourself a tattoo kit and experiment, play around with it, and then when you're confident enough, then you can start tattooing. Obviously you can start tattooing on fake skin, you can tattoo a banana or an orange. You don't have to go full on into it and tattoo someone's skin or tattoo yourself if you're not confident enough. It took me a few months of drawing and getting used to the feel of it before I actually tattooed something I was like, okay, I'm really confident in this design. This style I know I can do. When you've drawn something multiple times, it just kind of comes naturally. Don't push yourself into something that you don't feel confident in doing. And yeah, obviously do something that you enjoy. Find a style that you love to do. And yeah, I think little one wants to be in the video. So this is Sparkle. She's turned 4 months old. And she's a Patterdale Cross Jack Russell. I love her so much. Yes, you are a good girl. So over the weekend I finished designing the rest of my chest piece. So I'm going to be working on the stencil today and get it all prepared for me to tattoo it on myself. It's going to look good. It's going to go with the rest of my tattoos and I'm so excited. And my camera battery is going to die now. I literally charged it for like 5 minutes just so I could film this for you nice and early in the morning. So not too many questions, but enough to give you the idea. If you guys have any more questions that you would like to ask me, don't hesitate and go for it. Just ask away and I'll do it. So don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. I have Facebook, I have Twitter. All my links will be in the video description box for you. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, go subscribe for more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.